Drummers are often the heart of every band, the unseen force that drives the rhythm, the energy and the soul of the music. But some drummers went beyond just keeping time. They changed music forever. From rock to jazz, from thunderous solos to delicate grooves, these drummers didn't just play, they defined eras. Today, we'll journey through the lives of 10 legends who reshaped the very sound of music. Each one left behind rhythms that still echo through generations. Let's begin with a man whose drumming felt like a lightning strike. John Bonham of Led Zeppelin. John Bonham. When John Bonham sat behind the drums, it wasn't just rhythm. It was a storm. Known as Bonzo, his power, speed, and precision transformed Led Zeppelin's sound. Songs like When the Levee Breaks and Moby Dick became proof of his genius. Bonham's footwork on the bass drum was revolutionary. No one had ever heard that kind of raw power before. Yet, beyond the volume, there was soul, an instinct that made every beat feel alive. His tragic death at just 32 stunned the world, but his drumming continues to inspire thousands. Bonham didn't just play drums. He made them roar. Neil Peart. Neil Peart was more than a drummer. He was a storyteller. With Rush, he turned complex rhythms into poetry. Every song was a journey through time signatures and emotions. Known as the Professor, Peart's style blended rock with classical precision and philosophical lyrics. His 360-degree drum kit symbolized his command over sound. He studied endlessly, never satisfied, always improving. Even after personal tragedies, Neil returned stronger, channeling pain into art. His live solos were mesmerizing. Technical, yet deeply human. Peart didn't just play drums, he taught the world how to think in rhythm. Keith Moon didn't play drums. He attacked them. The Who's wild energy came alive because of his chaos behind the kit. Moon's drumming broke every rule. He filled every space with sound, making rhythm unpredictable and thrilling. Songs like My Generation showed how he turned madness into art. His explosive performances often left the drum set destroyed, but his spirit was unstoppable. Beneath the chaos was a deep musical instinct. Moon knew exactly when to explode and when to vanish. He lived fast, died young, but his influence still fuels rock rebellion. He was chaos personified, and rock needed him. Ginger Baker. Ginger Baker was unlike anyone else. As Cream's drummer, he fused jazz complexity with rock aggression. His drumming on White Room and Toad proved that rhythm could be both violent and elegant. Baker wasn't just keeping time, he was bending it. His fiery personality often clashed with bandmates, especially Eric Clapton, but that tension gave Cream its unique sound. Baker's African-inspired rhythms introduced new beats into rock music, paving the way for generations of fusion drummers. He was difficult, unpredictable, but absolutely brilliant. Ginger Baker didn't just play the drums. He redefined what they could be. Ringo Starr. Ringo Starr never needed to be flashy. His genius was subtle, perfect timing, creative fills, and a feel that made every Beatles song unforgettable. Tracks like Come Together and Rain show how Ringo made simple drumming sound magical. He understood the song, when to hold back, when to shine. His swing and groove shaped the sound of modern pop and rock. Other drummers might have been faster or louder, but few were more musical. Ringo taught the world that sometimes the greatest drumming is not about showing off. It's about serving the song. Dave Grohl, before leading Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl was Nirvana's powerhouse. His drumming on Smells Like Teen Spirit exploded like a cannon, raw, emotional, unforgettable. Grohl's style was heavy yet precise, combining punk energy with rock muscle. After Kurt Cobain's death, he reinvented himself as a frontman, but his drumming legacy never faded. Even today, when Grohl picks up the sticks, fans feel that same fire. His energy bridged generations, from grunge kids to stadium rock lovers. Grohl proved that passion matters more than perfection. He made the drums speak the language of rebellion. Phil Collins. Phil Collins started behind the drums for Genesis, a master of rhythm and emotion. But his sound became iconic when he stepped into the spotlight. In the Air Tonight is proof of how his drumming defined a generation. That legendary drum fill, explosive, timeless, is one of the most recognized in history. Collins merged technical skill with pop sensibility, showing that a drummer could also be a global star. His precision, tone, and emotional delivery turned simple beats into unforgettable moments. Phil Collins didn't just keep rhythm, he made the drums sing. Lars Ulrich. Lars Ulrich helped shape the sound of heavy metal. From Master of Puppets to One, his drumming drove Metallica's fury. His double bass technique and sharp snare hits became the heartbeat of thrash metal. Ulrich wasn't just a drummer. He was a strategist, shaping Metallica's sound and vision. While critics debated his technicality, fans knew his timing and energy made the band unstoppable. His drumming made every song feel like a battle cry. Ulrich proved that drums could define the sound of an era, and that era was pure metal. Stewart Copeland. Stewart Copeland brought reggae, punk, and jazz together like no one else. His sharp, crisp drumming gave the Police their unique sound. Songs, like Roxanne and Message in a Bottle, showcased his innovative rhythms and use of space. Copeland played with intelligence and attitude, never just keeping time, but painting it. His syncopation, offbeat hits, and tight snare work made every track come alive. Beyond the Police, his film scores and solo work proved his creativity had no limits. Stewart Copeland showed that a drummer could be both experimental and completely unforgettable. Buddy Rich. Before rock drummers ruled the stage, there was Buddy Rich, the man who made drums a spectacle. Known for his jaw-dropping speed and flawless control, Rich was the definition of mastery. From jazz clubs to TV shows, his solos left audiences speechless. He wasn't just fast. He was musical, emotional, and fearless. Musicians called him the world's greatest drummer, and it wasn't an exaggeration. Even decades later, his performances are studied by drummers worldwide. Buddy Rich set the standard, proving that drumming, at its peak, is not just rhythm, it's pure art.